But if you can't do that, and you get stuck in oh my God or oh no, that's very taxing on the body. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And so this is kind of processing 101, is that stress management is the ability to make it from oh my God to oh well without getting stuck in oh no in less than 30 seconds. And basically what you have to do is you have to figure out what you can do something about and what you can't do something about. And if you can do something about it, you either have to do it or make a plan to do it at an appropriate time. And as soon as you do that, it greatly relieves the stress. Because otherwise your body is, you know, the gas pedal's clear down, and so is the brake. And the engine is roaring. And you're going nowhere, but you're burning up the system.
Yeah. Let me get some questions in here real quick from the different studios we're in.
Okay, great.
So we have a question. Are everyone's numbers different? This is from the scan when I talked about the blueprint.
Sure. Well, and the answer to that is yes. It's their individual, what I call energy flow patterns. And those energy flow patterns will be a mirror image of your programming, and your programming will come from your trauma memories and your experiences that have triggered trauma memories from your ancestors that you are now processing. So the answer to the question is yes. Every chain is probably as unique as your fingerprints are.
Exactly. And or your DNA.
Yeah. It's memory is what it is.
Correct. So there's a couple more follow-up questions from the same person real quick. Let's answer these and then we're moving on.
Sure.
Are your main organs different? I'm assuming the person is asking different than the glands?
Well, it's a system of organs and glands. Yes. And there's 23 of them all together, and each of them have very different physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual functions. And each one of those levels is a mirror image of the physical function. So basically what you do is understand the physical function and then understand it on an emotional level, but it'll be the same thing. For example, stomach is the simplest one probably. The physical function is the ability to digest, dissolve, and assimilate food into nutrients. And the emotional level is the ability to digest, dissolve, and assimilate the circumstances of your life into happiness. And of course you do that the same way that the stomach digests food, and that is you confront it with, on the physical level, what are called enzymes. On the emotional level, there's what I call emotional enzymes, and that is, if there's something that you're not happy about, first of all, you have to perceive it. You have to recognize that you're not happy about it, that it doesn't feel like it nurtures you. And then, second of all, you have to express it. And you have to say, this doesn't nurture me. And then you have to observe, does anyone care whether it nurtures you or not? If not, you know who you're with. And if so, you also know who you're with. And so basically what you have to do is connect more with those that you can connect with, in other words, those that really care about you, and not try to connect with those that don't, because that won't work. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. And the person goes on saying, and there's no sense, by the way, since I mentioned, my blueprint from the scan this weekend, don't
Right.
try to guess that yours are going to be like that. Everybody's is different,
Right.
right? So don't go
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
Okay. So also this person says, I get stuck all the time. And the person also says that I'm getting to know the dragon though. So I want to make sure that I respond to that one and you respond to the other, Doc, that there are 23 dragons, not one.
Right.
There is an army.
Right. Right. They all operate the same way, though. They all operate by way of drag.
Yes.
And it's just drag on this organ or drag on that organ, and each drag is different because each organ is different.
Exactly. Yeah.